Buying a wireless router, every box screams fastest ever, pro gaming performance, or Wi-Fi 7 turbo, but let's be real, most of that is marketing noise. Pick wrong and you'll either waste money or end up with bad coverage. Today, I'll give you a checklist that actually matters, so you'll buy the right router the first time. Here's the thing, routers are confusing on purpose. Manufacturers throw around crazy speed numbers, exaggerate range, and hide trade-offs in fine print. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what specs are worth paying for, the traps to avoid, and which router fits your setup. First, the Wi-Fi generation. In 2025, Wi-Fi 7 is here, with super low latency and multi-device support. Perfect in theory. But here's the truth. If your devices don't have Wi-Fi 7, you won't see those benefits. So, rule of thumb, sticking with Wi-Fi 6 saves money and still covers most households. It's a very good middle ground in 2025, and you're not missing a very great deal for most use cases. If you've already got the latest devices or want future-proof, then consider Wi-Fi 7. Don't buy into the hype that doesn't match your gear. Speed ratings versus real-world speed. You've seen it. 12 gigabits per second Wi-Fi on the box. Reality check. Your phone gets nowhere near that. Manufacturers add all possible bands for that number. And the real limiter, your internet plan. If your ISP gives you 300 megabytes per second, no glossy box will give you more. So here's a shortcut. Pick a router that comfortably covers your ISP speed with a little extra headroom. For example, if you have a 1 gigabits per second fiber plan, a router rated for 2 or 3 is plenty. Don't chase numbers you'll never use. Coverage, mesh, and placement tips. Speed is useless without reliable coverage. Here's where people make two big mistakes, relying on an antenna count and hiding the router. 8 antennas sticking out doesn't always mean better signal, it's about internal design. And if you shove your router in a closet behind a TV or in the basement, guess what? You're blocking your signal. So, placement tips. Put it into a central spot, a little elevated and away from thick concrete or metal. That alone can improve your Wi-Fi instantly. And some coverage rules. A small apartment or house, one solid router does fine usually. A larger home, look for a mesh system or multiple units linked together for even better coverage. Mesh usually beats high power gimmicks every time. Ports and wired connections. Routers aren't just wireless, they're wired hubs too. Check how many Ethernet ports you get. In 2025, multi-gig ports, 2.5 or 10 gigabits per second, are increasingly common. They're great if you're gaming, streaming, or moving files locally. But a rule of thumb, 1 gigabits per second ports can be okay even for serious work, and for you to use more than 1 gigabits per second, your device must support it. So your NAS, your PC, or whatever you're using needs to handle more than 1 gigabits per second so you can take advantage of what the router can do. For online gaming, latency is usually not affected by port speed. So 1 gigabits per second will handle your Counter-Strike LoL or WoW perfectly as far as stability and ping goes. Skill? Now that's another issue. Security and software features. Modern routers are like mini computers. The features you do want. Firmware upgrades for security. Guest Wi-Fi, so your visitors don't mess with your main network. Parental controls if you have kids. And VPN support for extra privacy. And a bonus for gamers. Quality of service or QoS. That's where the router prioritizes certain type of traffics like gaming consoles, so Netflix streaming in the living room doesn't lag your match. A rule of thumb will be to skip routers that don't list security or update features because it's 2025 and security is non-negotiables. The ISP routers, rent versus buying. A quick word on them. Your internet provider loves to rent your router for 10 to 20 bucks a month. Easy, but often not very powerful. When to stick with it? Small apartment, light usage, casual browsing, or if you actually got a good model. when to upgrade if you want faster speeds, better coverage, stronger controls, or if you're paying that rental fee long term. Buying your own router pays for itself in under 2 years usually. And in some cases, you don't even get to say much, as in you get a modem router combo, so you have to have that box in your home no matter what. Depending on its capabilities, you may want to hook up a more performant router to the modem and use the router as a central hub for your devices. Basically, you link the modem with your more performant router with a wire from the LAN port of the modem to the WAN of the router, and configure the router and plug anything you use in the router and connect to the router's Wi-Fi, and even disable the modem's Wi-Fi. Routers are also finicky. Sometimes a model that looks great on paper just doesn't play well with your house layout or devices. That's why return policies matter. Don't buy from places that won't let you test and don't have a return policy. Also, brand reliability counts. Bigger established brands usually mean longer firmware support and better fixes. Cheaper brands may cut updates after a year, and that's a security risk. So save yourself the headache. Pick a reputable brand and always double check warranty and return options. Okay, let's bust some marketing tricks to save you money. The antenna hype. More antennas doesn't guarantee more range. Placement and mesh matter way more. Gaming routers with RGB lights. Pretty lights doesn't equal better performance. Look for useful features like low latency QoS, not just designed for gamers. Range claims. Some boxes claim to cover stuff like covers 5,000 square feet. In real life, walls, concrete, and interference slashes that. Always be skeptical of huge range promises. World's fastest Wi-Fi. Remember, speeds are only theoretical. The internet plan and your devices matter far more. Focus on features that impact your daily use, not shiny gimmicks. And don't equate big speed numbers with bigger range. It has nothing to do one with another. The fact that a router supports 5,000 gigabits per second and one supports only 4,000 doesn't mean it has a better range. And here's what to look for based on what kind of user are you. For a normal user, you've got a small place, you browse, you stream Netflix, maybe a few smart devices. Get a Wi-Fi 6 router under $100. It's plenty. Reliable, good security, decent coverage. Don't overbuy. Mid-range, multiple people streaming maybe, working from home, maybe even some gaming. Here's the sweet spot. Dual band Wi-Fi 6 with a good security, a good brand, or even a starter Wi-Fi 7 router if your devices support it. If dead zones drive you crazy, a mesh kit in the range of 150 to 250 makes a huge difference. Premium users, if you're serious about performance, multi-gig internet, file transfers, gaming, streaming, all at once. This is where high-end Wi-Fi 7 routers shine with multi-gig ports, advanced QoS, VPN, and mesh capability. Yes, you'll spend over $400 or more, but you're essentially future-proofing your network. Perfect if downtime or even the slightest of lag isn't an option. So, a quick recap. When buying a router in 2025, focus on Wi-Fi standard that matches your devices, ignore inflated speed numbers, just cover your ISP and extra. Coverage comes first, use smart placement or go mesh. Ports and wired connection if you need stability, and remember that gaming works best on wired. Security updates and return policies, non-negotiable. And a bonus, don't get sucked into flashy hype, just buy what works for your home. Don't mind the box too much. Now I want to know, which buyer profile are you? Are you a budget, mid-range or premium user? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to see what network setups you're running. And if you want me to do a full guide on mesh, Wi-Fi system or smart home networks, let me know down below in a comment. Make sure you subscribe for more buying guides and check out the next video from the How to Buy playlist. Thanks for hanging out and happy Wi-Fi shopping.